there's this whole conversation then that I also want to address in the few minutes that I have left, and that is this idea that all lives matter. So, like I said, Cherish My Daughter has a great commentary on this, and she talks about interacting with her friends who are not Black and how that whole conversation comes up. And some of the frustration with that. I had some thoughts about this, and it kind of came up in the last video I talked about in a different area, but the video was called You're Too Black and Your Hair is Too Nappy. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll post it up here. In that video, I talked about the response that you see sometimes from light-skinned people to this upsurge in attention and praise for dark-skinned people, dark-skinned women in particular, and how there's been so much encouragement and praise and hashtag melanin, hashtag black beauty, hashtag, melanin on fleek, all of that. And that some people are really responding to that strongly and saying, why can't we just say all Black people are beautiful, and stuff like that. So it struck me as very, very similar. And at the time I was thinking it, but I didn't want to get off track in that video, so I didn't talk about it there. But that comment, to me, it's identical. It's exactly the same as the comment that says all lives matter. Why are we just talking about Black lives matter? Clearly, people who are saying that Black lives matter are not, by that statement, denying that other lives matter. We're making the point that because Black people specifically are the ones dying right now and that no one seems to be making a big effort to address it, they're making the point that these lives also matter, that they're just as relevant as other lives that seem to be taking a higher place in the minds of society. And so those lives are just as relevant. The implication is never that other lives don't matter. That's a given in the conversation. And I have not had these specific conversations with friends. And in fact, I have not gotten into debates about it in social media. I haven't gone there, but I do have to say that I'm imagining that sometime, in the future, this conversation is going to come up with people, and it's wise to have a sensible response. I don't think that responding and lashing out and being angry is necessarily, well, it's not going to solve anything. It's not going to be a helpful response. But I do think it's relevant to say, I'm fully aware that all lives matter. There are things that are just given in a specific context that we all know, so we don't state those given already understood assumptions. We are talking about things that are needing to be addressed because they haven't been. And so that's what we mean when we say this particular phrase. And actually, I haven't gone around saying it. I haven't been posting the hashtag all over the place, but I completely understand it and agree with it because, of course, Black lives matter. All lives matter. But Black lives are the ones that are being lost right now. So I decided that it was time for me to talk about some of the current events that have been going on lately, specifically in regards to race relations in the U.S.